in the music, and you see that and you see like Drax standing around the kids, and then he starts dancing with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of come full circle, because we always thought, what is he with, when he's not the destroyer, without his focus. We always forget that he was a father. That I love that James kind of went back around to that. It's like, show that this was a guy who was great with kids. So I don't know. I love that they came back around and everybody got these satisfactory endings without it having to be. I don't know. I'm glad they didn't have to kill anybody off.
Well, because I thought they were going to kill Drax off. I thought that, and he kept hitting at that too, leading up to it. And yeah, I love how they handled his character. That was such a great send off, and so fitting. I loved it. I loved it. But no, the music. Again, another round of great music, great soundtrack, and I'm seeing it selling out like crazy, selling everywhere. So it's definitely another great entry in the Guardians line. I mean, I thought it was a great closer. I'm good if we never see another Guardians from James Gunn again.
You won't see another one from him, but you'll see more Guardians. I guarantee.
I think from here on, I think he made a good point. Is if we see another Guardians, it's going to be different in a way, and I think they'll make sure they do it so that it's going to be different. The next one will not have a volume name. I bet it, because the big thing now with Marvel movies, and James Gunn was one of the only ones that I think got to keep his style throughout his movies, is they don't do numbers. They ended that early on with Iron Man. Now they just go by subtitles. Every movie has a subtitle with it now. The first movie, you'll get just the hero's name, but after that, it's gonna be something without numbers, because I think it's like a whole what do you call it? Focus testing thing. Numbers like make people hesitant about what was it I heard? Basically, like if you put numbers on it, you're putting a burden on the audience that they need to go watch the one before that.
Right.
And it's a weird attention thing. So it's where you just put it on that. You just put a subtitle on it. Then they don't feel like they have to go watch the last, but they can just still go see it anyways. So I think that's what they'll do. Is from here on out, the next movie will be like Guardians of the Galaxy, something.
Yeah. Well, so, Scott Knight says Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is a perfect end to the MCU for me.
Yeah, I could see a lot of people capping this off as their time with the MCU. I'm gonna keep watching some of it. Like I'm still a little interested in the Marvels. I'm gonna probably watch that. Probably not. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters, but I will watch it.
Yeah.
It didn't look all that good to me.
Yeah.
I
think they need another trailer I think they need another trailer to kind of, because right now all they got going for it, as I said I said this before, like the only thing that they've really got going for it in terms of energy is like Miss Marvel, what's her name, Imani, the actress. Her bubbly energy, like I think is probably going to end up carrying the movie from what I've seen in the trailer, because Monica, it just seems like Monica and Carol are just going to be, what's going, flat for now. I just hope that there's more to them.
Yeah. I mean, as far as the MCU goes, I'm still looking forward to Secret Invasion. It looks interesting.
Daredevil
they got
born
a couple
again.
Avengers movies coming out that I'm psyched for. And we're still in like the Marvel's kind of dark right now on talking about that because of everything going on with Jonathan Majors. Oh yeah, and even then, the Captain America movie coming out.
Oh yeah, oh god, New World Order.
Yeah, so there's some stuff I'm still interested in, that I'm looking forward to seeing.
I'm curious if he's going to be able to, because I think this is going to be a bit not Civil War, but Captain America: New World Order is going to be an interesting experiment for Marvel, because so far Anthony Mackie has only been, co-star in every, in all the projects he's been in with Marvel. So this is going to be the one where he's really got to step up and he's got to carry the movie. He's going to have this movie on his shoulder. So I'm hoping he can do it. Because even with Falcon and Winter Soldier, he had Sebastian Stan there kind of, helping bear the weight. So he's not in this movie anymore. This is all, he's got to do it. You can't put this on Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and I unfortunately think I don't think he's going to be able to carry a project by himself. I mean, just based off what I've seen with him, I love the guy. I mean, he's a great Falcon. I just don't feel like he's just got the charisma to totally carry a movie.
I've seen a couple of the movies he's done, like where he is the lead. I don't, but it could just be the movie itself wasn't that great. Like I saw the one, I forgot the title, but the one with the little pill that makes him start like having time travel stuff. Have y'all heard about that one?
Yeah, I heard about it.
But you got to think too, though. You know, it's still going to have Bucky in it, and it's going to have.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I didn't think he was appearing in it because he was doing Thunderbolts.
Harrison Ford's going to be in it.
Mm-hmm. I know Harrison Ford's in. I think Betty. I think Liv Tyler's coming back.
Yeah. So I mean, you got. You know, there's a lot of stuff you haven't. You know, when the trailer hits and they show all the stuff that's going on, I think it'll get some hype. Okay. People will be hyped about it. You know, but yeah. So let's switch gears to the Flash because it's coming up here soon.
Dude, I'm starting to see a lot of trailers, a lot of teaser trailers and TV spots. I'm actually starting to see the figures popping up in stores more, you know, or at least in GameStops and Targets. I haven't seen it in Walmart at all yet, except for the Spin Master crap.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to come off as cynical because I am interested and I'm planning to see this movie, and I am optimistic that it'll be a good movie. This marketing has been some of the weirdest stuff I've seen in a long time because they're having to market where their lead actor can't exist at the moment because of all the stuff going on. Yeah. So everything revolves around I think it's just Michael Keaton, Sasha Calle, and then everybody under the sun, everybody who knows Annie Muschietti in some way or who's interested, they get a screener copy of the movie and they'll tweet about it, if they liked it. It's bizarre. And I've never seen something like this before.
I don't know if you have the new international trailer that I think they just dropped.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it was the one that started, I think, in Japan and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a cameo. I mean, they kind of spoil it there.
Oh, I didn't see that one then.
You see somebody in it. Yeah, okay, I won't spoil it. But you don't see their face. You see them from behind. So, I mean, it kind of...
I will say, the movie so far, I mean, the second trailer especially... really makes this. I mean, it looks like this is going to be a fun movie.
It's definitely
It looks like it's going to be a big ride, and I mean, I'm for it. I will say there was a few things in the trailer, like there were just a few shots of the Flash in his now suit, I guess, like in the main suit of the movie, that I'm hoping that they're going to touch up by the time we get to the theaters, because it was like Green Lantern level bad, like that movie. It just looked like it was like horrible CG over a human body.
Yeah,
and I'm like, Jesus, I hope they fix a lot of this, because those parts of it, and also the movie looks like it's purposefully like making it very unapologetic, because there's so much lighting on it, like stuff's happening in the broad daylight. So it looks so bright, and so they're gonna have to definitely do some shading and some more detailing on the suits, some of the suit shots, I think. But still, especially the shots of young Barry in the bootleg suit, I'm all for it. And then Keaton, all the new suit, like the scenes we're seeing of him look just fantastic. But at the same time, I'm trying to, like, I've watched the teasers, but I've tried to keep myself away from spoilers. Like I heard, like you said, you see certain people, and I've tried to like keep away from any details, and it's hard. There's so many things out here people are trying to spoil, and I'm excited for the movie. It's starting to, I don't know, I'm just starting to get that buzz for sure.
Well, here's a question. Have either of you listened? I think Austin has, because we talked about it, but have you listened to any of the music pieces that have been released for the movie, like score?
Yeah, from the score.
It's
very good.
I'm really liking what I'm hearing. I mean, there's a great one that's called I Am Batman, which is very Danny Elfman-esque, very reminiscent of that. Yep. But what I was really impressed with and love is there's one called Run, and I think it's supposed to be a Flash theme or something like that, but incredible. I love it. There's a use of piano in it, and it just
it's
fits
like
the
frenetic
Flash so well.
There's like a melding of frenetic keys and strings where it's like it really gives you that feeling of like gotta go.
There's a swell to it that makes me feel like this might play on a moment where he's getting, his powers going into the part where he starts going into the Speed Force and then starts messing around. Because there's a swell to it where it feels like it's getting more and more powerful, and it's just so. I just loved it. And there's just eating.
I'm totally buying it.
Listening to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I probably will get a vinyl of that score. After the movie comes out.
Yeah. No, I'm totally getting that on vinyl
because I think his name is Jeffrey Wallfish. I believe the guy. I believe is the composer's name. Yeah.
So speaking of that, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say Scott Knight was saying that they'd seen the Batfleck figure. I've seen that one several times, and like I said, the body sculpt. Yeah, I was going to say the sculpt looks so great. Yeah, but the face still kills me in terms of like I don't know what they did with the face sculpt where they purposefully.
Yeah, I can't focus.
Well, it looks like they purposefully tried to just. Bland him out so that they can't. It's almost like so they don't have to give Ben Affleck any likeness rights. Money.
Well, but well, that picture you just had right there, where you couldn't focus him in, made him look really cool.
So what they need to do in the movie
Supergirl
is mirror.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Supergirl figure looks really good.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it up close.
Yeah, she looks really good. And I mean, all of them for the most part that I've seen look really good. I've only come across a Batman statue, like the $40 statue.
Mm-hmm.
He looked great. I mean, there were a few imperfections, but overall, I mean, he looked good. Oh, I've seen the Flash statue too. That's right. I've seen the Flash statue, and he looked great. I would even own that. It looked really good. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of stuff, but not one Keaton Batman, like just a Batman. Have not seen them in stores at all. No Batmobiles, only the Spin Master stuff. There's tons of that out there in Target and Walmart and everywhere else, but I haven't seen one Keaton figure in stores.
The Keaton figure is super hot right now.
It must be. That's why he needs to hurry up and put more out.
In my DC Multiverse group on Facebook, man, everybody's talking about. Anybody see where's going up for pre or for order again? And as soon as somebody posts a link to it, it's gone. Let me see it.
Well,
you're lucky.
Is this what's so popular right now?
Yes, that
looks really
is the one that's so popular.
It is a good figure. It's good.
Yeah, and then two, they just released the new Nightfall Batman went up for pre-order. Like yesterday, gone everywhere.
I was going to say that one's a pretty popular figure. Popular design.
Speaking of McFarlane, didn't they just? I was seeing news about it. Didn't they just sign a new contract with DC?
Re-up through 2025, I believe.
Well, I wonder,
which is interesting.
I would like them to renegotiate it and allow them to have pews again.
Yeah,
for some characters.
I think it's interesting that it goes through 2025 because that's, depending on the date, that's right around when the whole DCU
starts
gets kicked off, and I'm wondering
with Legacy
if they're giving him 2 more years of, let's see how, I mean, you've been successful. Let's see if we can continue it. And then, but if you failed, then, we'll take it somewhere else. I don't know, man. I'm becoming less and less, what's the word I want to use? Less and less happy with these figures as I go on. And a lot of it, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're great. They're good figures, right? But there are some serious scaling issues. And I hate the diaper. I hate the freaking vinyl rubber diaper. I mean, it just, I don't know. There's some lack of articulation in some spots too that I don't like. But that diaper, man, that just really irks me. On a few figures, they can pull it off, but most figures, it looks like a big old diaper, that they're wearing, and it. I don't know. I go through these phases up and down with the stuff, and right now I'm just in a down phase with it. I don't know why.
Same as it ever was.
Yeah. I'm
But
sorry.
also, I was going to say, I know jumping from the Flash promotional stuff, I also have any of y'all seen the new Little Mermaid, or have any of y'all been seeing a lot of the promotional stuff?
Oh yeah. We haven't seen the movie yet,
like
but we're going to.
I was going to say, me and my wife actually went and saw it, and it was actually pretty decent.
Really?
It was actually a decent movie. I mean, in terms of the live action remakes, I would say it's no worse than any other one. I mean, it's one of the better ones of them. I would say it's probably better than Aladdin. So yeah, I mean, overall I enjoyed it. We went and bought 3D tickets and got good deals and got prime seats. I mean, it was real last minute because I didn't think we were going to be able to watch it opening weekend.
Yeah.
But no, it was actually really good. I would say the Ariel, Halle Berry.
Don't say Halle Berry.
Halle Bailey.
What?
Halle Bailey. I knew that was going to happen. Halle Bailey was excellent as Ariel. I have to say, I hats off to her. She killed it, in my opinion. She was great. She had charisma. She carried the movie. I mean, I could see why they cast her. She was totally it. Triton. Javier Bardem was actually really cool as Triton. I'll tell you, I would like a spin-off movie of him. And obviously Melissa McCarthy playing Ursula was perfection. She killed it. I thought she was great in the role, and they really kept the movie to, like, for the most part, except for I'm sure you've heard of some of the changes they've made. They've kept it fairly close to the cartoon. I mean,
let me ask you this then.
Uh-huh.
Because I did listen to a piece of music that was new, and I was curious about your opinion. What did you think of the rap?
Didn't like it at all. Are you talking about the scuttlebutt?
Yes.
Oh my God, no! And it stands out like a sore thumb. Like there's the majority of the music in the movie is like the songs that you remember, and then there's some added songs for some characters that are actually decent. Like Eric has a new song that's pretty good. I feel like there's another song I'm forgetting that's actually pretty decent. Then they just have this near the end. They have the scuttlebutt, and you can tell it's totally a Lin-Manuel Miranda piece, and it is the corniest crap you will ever hear.
I think that's my big problem with Lin-Manuel Miranda is he kind of gives off that theater kid energy, but for an adult his age, it's a little too much at this point. He's like, he should have leveled out a little bit at this point.
Yeah.
And he never did.
I don't know. I'll just say, at least in this movie, like that rap, it screamed Lynn. You could tell, like, his name was all over it. His stink was all over it. And here's the other thing that's awkward about that rap, if you listen to it. Like, Awkwafina just does get by on it. But you can tell that, like, there's a reason why, and it's because she can't go 100% into it, because y'all remember, she already got that backlash because of speaking in black voice for the early part of her career. So it's like, she can't go full tilt into that rap song. Otherwise, I bet she would probably just lose control and then it's just Eminem in it. I mean, it might be good, but then she'd probably she'd get blasted again. So you could tell she phones it in a little bit, but I don't know. I was giggling to myself about that. I'm like, oh, like Awkwafina can't do black voice. Oh, but no, I mean, yeah. I think she was the only part of the movie that I wasn't that impressed with. I felt like they should have just went with.
What did she do?
She was Scuttle. She was the bird.
The bird. They changed. I think they gender bent the.
Yeah, they Scuttle. Instead of it being it was a comedian.
What's he's a seagull. Scuttle's a seagull.
Yeah, Scuttle's a seagull. But who was the original actor that played him? The comedian,
original
from the Love Bug. Oh gosh,
Don Knotts?
No. Lord, he was the one with the lisp. Anyway, but he's the one that originally played Scuttle, and then they changed it to a female role and gave it to Awkwafina, which was great. I just feel like it was like they just put a name on there, and plus
Buddy Hackett.
But thank you, Buddy
Hackett.
Hackett.
Yeah.
See, Buddy Hackett was hilarious, you know, and also he had that weird voice, so it fit with the seagull. So I feel like they should have found, I don't know, maybe they should have just found somebody else new, even if it was a woman. Find woman. Even if Christian Shaw probably would have been hilarious playing Scuttle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of seemed like a role that was probably for her, and she couldn't do it or something. So they got Awkwafina. I don't know, but
so this is my wife's favorite like Disney movie. Right?
That's my wife. My wife, it's like Little Mermaid's probably her favorite, but Beauty and the Beast is a very close second or equally. They're on equal ground, those two movies.
And her biggest complaint, so just from the trailers, because we haven't seen the movie yet, Flounder isn't yellow.
I thought that too, and I was very angry. And I'm not impressed with his character design that much, but his top part does have a yellow hue. And throughout the movie, you'll see it. That's another thing, the color and just the cinematography and everything. The movie looks amazing. It's beautiful. And the 3D made it pop and gave it a lot of depth. But Flounder was one of those where I'm like, he's not pudgy and he's not yellow, and that's not right. And he still makes up for it because he. I'll tell you this much: the kid that plays him is it Jacob Tremblay?
Yeah, Jacob.
He sounded like Casper. 100%, 1995 Casper is what he played for Flounder, and it made me giggle the whole time because I'm like, the kid sounds. Yes, Fran Drescher as the seagull would have been perfect. That, oh my God, that would have been perfect.
Ariel, get away from Ursula.
God, the whole time though is I would have been watching it and thinking like Fran Drescher playing the seagull, and I would have been like, it's Mary Ann from Brooklyn. It's like the Howard Stern call-in woman. That's
oh God, anyway. What was the name of the family she nannied for? What was her last name?
I can't remember this. I can't. It's not the Banks. It was the.
No, that's Father of the Bride.
Yeah, well, and also wasn't that Fresh Prince or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see, what were they called?
Well, while you're looking at it,
Sheffields, the Sheffields.
Ariel, you gotta find the Sheffield children. They're lost. They're lost in the Ariel.
They're lost, Ariel. No, but I mean it. I'm sorry. What was you said the concern?
She was just saying the second thing is she didn't like that the seagull didn't look like a seagull.
Yeah, it was just a regular old seagull. That's the thing with the animal.
Yeah.
I think that's a weird thing that's a weird creative VFX decision that Disney's been doing ever since The Lion King. And I don't know if I don't really.
And the Jungle Book. The Jungle Book.
I haven't watched the Jungle Book. I watched The Lion King in theaters, and that was kind of the time when I decided I wasn't going to watch any more of these live action ones in theaters.
Yeah, see the difference between, and it's the same director, but if you watch Jungle Book versus The Lion King, the Jungle Book is 100 times better because number one, it doesn't even go by the cartoon at all. I mean, it's got all the same characters, but it kind of goes by the beat of its own drum, and I'm sure it probably takes more emphasis from the Kipling books, but it's still its own beast. It's like even the songs are different. Like there's a few songs, and the lyrics are different, and it's like. It's its own thing, but it's fun, and the characters are fun. And even though you're dealing with real animals, it's sort of like the CG and the dealing with the human character of Mowgli. There's still a cartoon element to it. The Lion King was like watching, the Earth documentary, and the animals just talked, and there was no cartoonish thing to it. There
was a hollowness that I really that bothered me because I remember being excited when I saw the voice cast. I was like, Donald Glover as Simba, grown Simba. I thought that was a great choice. I love Donald Glover. I love Childish Gambino because he's got a singing voice. So I thought this would be great. I really did not like his voice acting. Like it felt like the most phoned in performance I've ever heard from Donald Glover. It sounded like he just came in and just like, yeah.
I would say the only ones that sounded great, like the original voices were great, obviously, like James Earl Jones coming back to play Mufasa and all that was good. But I thought the standouts were just Seth Rogen and Billy, what's his name? Billy, the comedian. But anyway,
Billy
Eichner, thank you. I was going to say they were funny, but other than that, it was like the movie was devoid. It was just hollow. It was not. Yeah, it just wasn't that great. Yeah. But no, Little Mermaid, I would say check it out. I mean, it was something. I mean, it was fun, and I think the kids
it was
are
the
going to
movie
enjoy
of
it.
all time.
Yeah,
it was a movie in 2023.
The movie. Yeah.
So what was
it was just a fun. It was a fun time though. I thought, as in terms of a Disney movie.
Well, I'm sure my wife is going to go see it. So
yeah,
maybe not at the GTX in Augusta, but
no, stuff is getting so expensive. I can't even go afford to see the world's tallest IMAX. I mean, we have that in town, and I can't. It's $25 for a ticket. That's for one ticket.
I saw Guardians on a Cheapskate Tuesday. So
really,
that's what we did.
And Guardians was a movie I would.
Well, no, we didn't. We did it on a weekend. Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, that was a movie I would have been willing to go see. Like, I didn't choose. Like, we didn't choose the Cheapskate Tuesdays. Like, thinking the movie would be. You know, sometimes you might do a Cheapskate Tuesday if you're worried the movie's going to be bad and you won't want to spend full price on it. But yeah, if I'd had the money at the time, or if I thought the budget was fine for it, I definitely would have paid full price for that. But I don't think it was even budget. I think it was just time wise. I think we ended up on Tuesday just thinking that'd be the better time. Right after work, we went and saw it, and we had a blast.
Yeah. Well, also, it's not as big as like when you try to watch a movie on the weekends, or especially around here, it's usually packed. I mean, and just the traffic to even get to a theater. But on weeknights, me and my wife can just sneak off to a movie and check it out. And especially if it's a movie we're not sure is going to be 100% awesome, you can just go on a Stimulus Tuesday and enjoy it.
Yeah, get that. Yes. Oh, that's one thing I've loved about AMC. Like I have a little stubs. Like I have the free membership, and you can use that on Tuesdays and go see a movie at a really cheap price.
AMC also is starting to. They're really, doing good with the merchandise. Your wife, I think, got the D&D.
Yes, she got
bucket, right?
Yeah. So I wish I had it with me. I'd show, but if you want to pull it up, you might be able to pull it up, a picture of it. But so to promote the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie a couple months back, AMC Theaters did some promotional merchandise for the movie. You could get these special popcorn buckets. Let me see if we can pull. Yeah, this is it, I believe.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, and we managed to get. This is the problem that that's sold out fast.
$280.
Yeah, $280 on.
They sold out so fast. Look, this is what we did too to get it. So the movie came out that Friday. These went on sale that Thursday because they were doing I think one of those Thursday night shows, like 7. They were going to do the first showing for it. We weren't going to do that on Thursday night because she had work she works at school. She couldn't stay up that late. So this is what we ended up doing. We went to the theater. We literally just bought a giant thing, bought it as a large popcorn. That's all we did. We didn't buy any movie tickets, and then we walked out with a giant thing of popcorn. And we just went.
That's
home
what I was going to say. Like, will they give you the popcorn with it? Like, that's what I was going to say when you buy the bucket, because I saw on some TikTok video.
They asked us what we like, if we wanted it in the thing or if we wanted it in a bag, and we just took it in a plastic. Like, they just filled like a little plastic bag up with it, and we just put it.
I was going to say I saw that was online. Somebody buying something and they put it in a box, like it was like in a separate box.
Yeah.
That's great. I was going to say
clean all that oil out and stuff. Yeah, that was
right. I was going to say my wife wants this. I bet they're probably sold out, but I mean, I don't know. I've got several AMCs around here to check, but
no, we never got a box though that it came in though. That's crazy.
Oh, that's
yeah.
Cool.
See, look, I was going to say the Little Mermaid's got a popcorn a bucket that lights up, which I thought was really cool, and it costs like $24.99. Not bad. We haven't gotten it, but yeah, I thought that was pretty. I thought that was pretty neat. Like AMC is really stepping up their game. Like when they did the Ghostbusters, the Ecto One popcorn box. I mean, they're.
Dude, do a search.
Wow, look at this.
Yep.
Look, Ant-Man popcorn bucket, the Avatar. I mean,
well, check this out. So Transformers comes out next week. Rise of the Beast.
Oh yeah, I saw
put
a
in
stand up.
Optimus Prime. Put in Optimus Prime popcorn bucket.
Oh, I see the Transformer bucket.
There it is, right there.
The Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yep, those. They say the wheels roll on this thing and everything.
Jesus.
The popcorn goes in the trailer.
Oh wow! I can see my
That
my
just sounds
mom,
like you're
of all
asking your
people.
audience to eat out of a trough.
Yeah.
Just eat.
See, check the picture.
Well, I mean, that's
out
how
beside it.
that's how the Ecto one was. I mean, you had the
Oh, yeah,
popcorn
yeah,
goes in the
yeah.
top, you know. Hey, when I was at Disney, I wanted the this right here. This, and I cannot believe I did not. I walked away and did not get this, but they had these TIE Fighter popcorn buckets.
Oh, those are
And
cool.
yeah, dude, like I kick myself for not grabbing one of these at Disney while I was there. I mean, I got the Millennium Falcon, like this one here. I've got this. I mean, you can see it's hanging up back there behind me, but yeah, it's crazy. These companies are going nuts with these popcorn buckets.
So what's the Fast X one? According to Shaw Knight, there's a Fast and the Furious 10 popcorn bucket.
Is it a
Is
Corona?
it like Dom? Is it Dom's
Is it a giant Corona?
Charger?
I would love it to be a giant Corona, but I fear for the for the royalties involved with making something like that.
Family.
Wait, is it just a toolbox?
Oh my god!
Wow! Oh wow! Oh,
no,
maybe it's the Dodge Charger, like I said.
Yeah, there it is. Look, popcorn vessel.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the
So
top
it's
comes off that car. Yeah, it's Dom's Charger.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to say it would be crazy if it was. I was going to say maybe it comes in this. Maybe that's why it's $50. Maybe it's $50 because it came in the friggin'. But
wow,
no, it's a popcorn tin. But no, I mean that would be crazy.
Yeah, there's special edition buckets can cost a penny. Like even when we got when we got the D&D one, that one was I think it ended up being like over 30 to pay for that.
Yeah.
But it ended up being worth it because they were sold out by Friday. Because we went and saw it Friday night, and a friend of ours came with us, and when he went up and ordered, like he tried to see if he could get it, they were already gone. I guess they didn't have many of them at that theater of those special edition ones.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
we went to while we were at Universal Studios, we went to see Fast and the Furious 10 the night it came out.
Oh,
in City
Walk,
that huge theater.
I love their theater. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is nice. And they gave us these little Fast X wash rags, little drying cloths, for cars and stuff. So we all got 4 of those. But I tell you what, man, these movies get crazier and crazier.
Yeah,
I do want to see that. It looks like I'm not looking for anything like particularly over like deep or anything like.
Oh no, you can't.
I go and like people always crap on the movies. Like I'm not going for anything special. It's just fun. Like,
it is. It's fun for an action-packed movie.
Yeah,
and yeah, you have to leave you pretty much have to leave your brains at the door when you walk in to watch those things. But I will say Jason Momoa was really, really good in it.
I heard he was a pretty great villain.
Yeah, he was really, really good in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, leave your brain at the door. Of course, like in the last movie, they swung a car from one island to another. Let's just and it was awesome. That's the thing. It was so cool to look at.
They put a car in space, y'all. They put a
car
in
space. They did. That was
Did they need to? No. Was it ridiculous? Yes.
Yeah, but
I don't have anything else to say about it.
But there's good back and forth between those two, So that's from what Ludacris and what's his name?
Tej and Roman.
Yeah.
So again, I hate to change gears here, but we got a big event.
Fast and the Furious changing gears.
I know. Speaking of, good pun.
Yeah.
JoeFest is coming up next weekend.
Yes, it is.
Which is crazy. I can't believe it's already here. It feels like we just went
last year,
a few weeks ago, and it was last year. So, who's going? Anybody going? And are you excited?
I'm going. Are you going?
I plan on going unless something changes, some emergency happens. Yeah. I should be there. What about you, Ray? You want to go?
Probably not.
Why not?
My budget.
Well, nobody says you got to spend money. You got to go there and just look. It's fun.
Yeah, that's like asking an alcoholic to go swimming in whiskey.
And keep your mouth closed.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I get it. It is bad because you'll go in there thinking like I'm not going to spend any money, and then you will see so many things.
I'll tell you, a lot of times when when we go hang out with like you and Candy, me and Brittany, like there's a thing in the back of my head is like I'm gonna make sure because y'all take us to great places, and I'm like in the back of my mind I'm thinking like you don't spend a dime, you dirt bag, don't you do it. And then I end up spending way more money than I'm supposed to. And I hate myself. I was like, I got some great stuff. I spent a lot of money.
All you need to do is tell me, listen, I want to spend $0 and I can also help you achieve that too, because I have a master class at spending zero money. But no, I mean, I'm definitely at least wanting to go and just look around because God, those people, they bring some great stuff, like toys that I'll have forgotten about, and just I don't know, or I'll see things I didn't know I wanted. But no, for the most part, it's cool just to look around, and it's just a neat little thing. Me and my wife usually kind of use it as a game to, we'll try to close up some collections and things like that. Like we'll usually have comic collections where we're missing key issues, so we try, or paperbacks that we in a collection that we're missing. So we try to like find the missing pieces. And I'm telling you, last year I found some key comics that I'd been looking for. I couldn't believe I was finding stuff like mad. I mean, it was really cool. And then the toy selection is always insane, and it looks like it gets better and better every year. Mm-hmm. But now, Ashley, I think you usually get there earlier than I do. You go for the early bird.
Yeah,
not sure why. It's like an hour early. I don't know what you accomplish an hour earlier.
So typically I go there, and when I get there, I scope everything out first before I start spending money. Right, I start looking, and to me that could be a detriment to what you're trying to accomplish sometimes, because once you get through everything, even if you're just like glancing, like, okay, I see what you got and I see what you got. And you're not just taking your time going through like bins of toys. If somebody has like a bin at their desk with just action figures in it, by the time you get back around, some of that stuff's already gone because people have picked it up, and I've learned my lesson the hard way. But I like to go through and just kind of scope out the area. And that usually takes 30 minutes to an hour. So by the time like 10 o'clock rolls around, when everybody
start letting
everybody in, then I know where to go to get what I want. Even though when you get there, it's like there's so much stuff, and you go in there with a list. Okay, this is what I want to try to find. And then you see this. Oh God, I hadn't seen that since I was a kid. Or, oh, I've never seen that. Or check out this new thing that, we're just revealing here at JoeFest. And it's like, okay, my whole plan shot, of what I wanted to spend my money on. And this year, I think there's more exclusives at the show. And I know you guys don't collect like G.I. Joe stuff, but there's more than just G.I. Joe stuff. There's like these Warriors of the Animal Kingdom kind of things. This is relatively not new, but a newer line of action figures that are just like monkeys and apes and things like that. Just really cool looking action figures. There is the Eagle Force people. Oh gosh, I picked up one last year, but these are really cool. These are really cool figures. They're similar to G.I. Joe, but they're their own thing. The Eagle Force was like a toy line back in the early 80s, but they were like T90 action figures, way smaller. These are like 4-inch, and they were way smaller, maybe 2-inch action figures. So this company, Fresh Monkey Fiction, said, we're going to bring that line back, but we're going to make these things the baddest things you've ever seen. And really, these are, if you go and you start looking at some of the figures they put out, like they put out a Charlie Brown action figure. He might look like one of these guys just with like Charlie Brown's shirt on, and brown short. You know, I mean, something stupid like Mario and Luigi action figures in this scale style. The turtles.
See, that would be cool.
They got all four turtles in this style. I mean, they can do crazy things, anything they really want to with this line. And of course, they have exclusives. You know, or have one exclusive at least that you can only get at JoeFest. So I mean, a lot. You know, there's cool stuff like that. And then stuff that I didn't really realize until maybe last year was like they actually have panels. You know, I just go to buy the toys, but then you start looking at some of the panels that they have, and it's like all day Saturday. It's just in some of those upstairs rooms. You know, there's a Valaverse panel where Bobby Vala's there showing off the newest upcoming Action Force figures. There is a G.I. Joe fan club panel. Aiken Saber Academy. So I guess these guys fight with those lightsabers.
Probably. You know, they probably make their cut. Do they make custom blades maybe or something like that? Or?
Yeah, and they're coming in doing, you know, having some sort of panel. Photography and custom toy contest. You know, I suck at both, so I wouldn't enter any of that. I'm looking through just costume contests, of course, because you always have those cosplay people there. I'm not big into the cosplay stuff at all. And then after the show ends, that's when some of the big time stuff happens at the hotel, because that's when the big time collectors come out and they go into the lobby of this hotel and they bring out all their crap. And there's just this big like trade section going on, or sales, like, you know, you go to your room and you open your door and say, hey, I'm in this room, and you have all your crap laid out on your bed, and people just come in and start buying, you know, action figures or whatever, anything that you have.
They make it sound like it's like this crazy bazaar that opens up.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, it is. It's a crazy toy bazaar.
And you can haggle I haggle a lot of times with these people. If I'm going to buy in bulk, if I'm going to buy several things, I usually haggle because, I mean, they really do. They'll give you good deals on this stuff.
35 for the spam, man. No. Bring down.
No, my friend.
20,
no,
25,
my friend.
25.
No, you paying in cash? Yeah, I'm paying in cash. Like, you can have it for that price. Okay. You know.
I'll give you $20 at a back rub. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the back rub right now.
They really do. I mean, really, sometimes I feel like if something costs 30, you might could. I mean, with a nice word, you could walk away with it for $20. I mean, a lot of times they're just trying to get rid of it. I mean, they're just trying to get rid of that stuff, and you know, a lot of that is still a lot of profit. You know,
you should just bring an empty Walmart gift card and offer that as part of the payment. Just stay empty too. It's like give you $10.
It's a reloadable card. You can put as much.
And I'll say, so this is probably like the biggest G.I. Joe convention on the East Coast, like and maybe in the U.S. Like the next one might be SoCal collectors thing in Southern California.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that I would say that the G.I. Joe stuff and the what do you call it? Like the non-commercial market, like you were saying, the indie toys like that, and the G.I. Joe stuff probably only accounts for 20% of the whole thing. I mean, the rest of it's all comics and books,
other toys.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a free for all. Otherwise, it's like just a big, you know, like the dealer rooms at Dragon Con, you know, right? So, I mean,
but I tell you, there are companies that come from like toy stores. There's one called the Toy Department. I can't remember where they're from. Maybe like Ohio or somewhere like that. And they usually have like a huge booth set up.
Yeah.
And they have, I mean, they don't bring anything but G.I. Joe stuff, but they bring stuff that you will hardly ever see. Like even hardcore G.I. Joe collectors will hardly ever see in their life. Like prototypes, you know, stuff that some of the designers of the brand were given, you know, especially that they've acquired somehow. And of course you have a lot of the G.I. Joe bigwigs there, the people who were making the stuff in the 80s, that designed the property, the Larry Hamas of the world who wrote the comics back in the day. He'll be there. And you have the voice actors from the cartoon there. And there's even a couple of Star Wars related people there this time. So the guy who did what was his name in Rebels, Commander Sato, was that his name?
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember
Rebels.
his name. Keon Young or something.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Nice.
And then there is a guy who was in the Vader suit for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show series. He was one of the. No, not him. He's the guy. This is the guy who had the mask on. He was one of two that did all of the Darth Vader work when Hayden Christensen wasn't in.
Oh, so Staden Christensen.
Staden Christensen, yes.
Staden Christensen.
Yeah. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's going to be there as well. I figured, that's kind of cool to see, somebody who was actually in the Darth Vader costume. Like last year, Tyler Mane, isn't that his name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tyler Mane was there.
Yeah, Sabretooth, and I think he was Michael Myers or something.
Yeah.
Ashley, you should have snuck up behind Tyler Mane and then put your hand on his throat and be like, "Scream for me."
Dude, he's so big. He's so big.
You would be able to reach
enormous.
I would really like to find out why. I would like someone to ask him if there's any behind the scenes weird, because now that we know a lot, the bad stuff about Bryan Singer. I wonder if there's any bad reason or bad faith reason of why he never came back as Sabretooth. Because I remember after the first movie, his exit from that movie, and considering what he was, he's a lot like Wolverine. We all assumed he was going to come back, in the second or third movie, and he never appeared. The only thing I think we got was Tyler Mane voice acted for a really crappy movie tie-in game. That was a prequel story to the third movie.
I'm wondering if it wasn't just had to do with there's so many X-Men characters and you can't fit but so many, and you're trying to refresh things in X-Men 2 without bringing back.
I would say that, but then they did keep bringing certain ones back. That they kept bringing Mystique back.
I will say this, and it may not be everybody's experience, and I only say this because he was part of that particular clique, but Ray Park told me that the experience on the X-Men was horrible, the filming experience. So I have a feeling it's probably Tyler's experience as well, because they were, they probably filmed a lot of their stuff together.
Oh yeah.
And I remember Ray Park said it put a bad taste in his mouth on making Hollywood movies for sure. So I don't know. He never went into details. He didn't even specifically make it seem like it was a Bryan Singer thing, but
it probably was.
Now, probably was, or who knows? But I can only imagine.
One of the guys who plays one of the Jasons out of one of
Friday
3 or 4, he's there.
They keep getting these horror people that'll be there, and wrestling people like Booker T and Sting and stuff.
Sergeant Slaughter will be there.
Slaughter,
I was trying to look at the guest list. Then there is you remember the cartoon Jim? What's the name? Jim?
Earthworm Jim?
No, JEM. Jim and the Holograms. Yeah, it was like this, more of a girl show, but like in
rock
the 80s.
And roll. Yeah,
kind of like Josie and the Pussycats kind of thing.
They made a movie, I think, and it did horribly, because I remember specifically they talked about how horrible the reboot movie was. So they get made less than $1,000 opening weekend.
Jesus.
Well, I think.
Well, the lady who voiced Jim is going to be there, Samantha Newark, and then of course the artist and comic list is kind of long. Larry Hama.
I would just like Fran Drescher to be there. Is Fran Drescher going to be there?
Fran Drescher's here.
Yes. Okay, I may go there now.
No, as far as the vendor list, holy crap, dude, there are 165 vendors there. Holy crap.
It's going to be a lot of toys.
Yep.
Before we move on, I'll say that my main mission going in is I want an Asajj Ventress Black Series figure, so I'm going to see how much she's priced for around there. I'm sure people will probably have her for around between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
If I'll pull the trigger maybe at 40, but I can't do 60. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get her. I want some, I need a Jack the Ripper figure from Last Action Hero. I'd like to get him. Maybe even the Bonneville, the car, if it's decent price. I'd really like to get at least Mario and Luigi from the original Super Mario Brothers movie, the '93 movie. I would love to find those two toys. I mean, you laugh, right? I do. I really want those.
I'm not saying that. I'm not looking at a disparaging way because I have fond memories of those action figures. Those
oh yeah,
awesome action figures.
I used to have them. Yeah, I was gonna say I used to have them, and I just don't know where they are. I think my Luigi, I saw him somewhere recently, but I just need to repurchase them. So I want to get those, and that's sort of my only mission. I guess I saw it last time or maybe the year before. So if I can see something similar again, I'd like to get it. But I want to get another one of those lunch trays, the metal, the aluminum trays. Yeah. But I want to get either the Batman tray that I used to love as a kid, with Keaton and the Batmobile on the front, or the main one I want is the real Ghostbusters tray. Like there's a it was, you know what? Let me just show you. I'll
you know what? Let's do it. Show it.
But really, I mean, it was like, this was a really cool. First off, let me see if I can, let's say Batman '89 lunch tray. Just wonder if I can find it. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
Yep.
This
you just have to go to eBay and it'll be there.
Yeah, but it's more special to find it like in the antique stores. But I do want to get either this tray, or I want to get a real Ghostbusters.
Well, I'll say for the images, finding the images on eBay.
Oh yeah, for sure. See, I would love to get this tray. I saw this tray. It was either last year or the year before, but it was real beat up, so I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. But yeah, I would definitely love to get one of these trays.
That's the thing, is finding that stuff in real good condition.
Right. Yeah. And for decent money, because usually if they're in good condition, they want a lot of money for them. So, but I've got a mission. We'll see how it goes. But mainly, we just want to go and have fun. And so I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I want to do is to have some fun. Oh my gosh! Look, let me share my screen, because you talking about that, I'm fixing to share the whole
kit and caboodle. You're about to reveal.
Here's the link. Everything. People join in.
The whole sausage recipe.
No. Is it up on your screen yet? Yeah.
Yeah. That looks cool.
This lunchbox I had as a kid. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that would be cool. If I had that as a tray, because I love the Universal monsters. Speaking of, we talking about movies and stuff, have any of y'all seen Renfield yet?
Yes.
Not yet.
It was great. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I thought it was fun. It was just a fun movie. I wasn't expecting much out of it. God, Nicolas Cage was a hoot. Yeah. It's Nicholas Hoult, right? Is that his name? Yeah, he was great in it. Awkwafina was actually really good in this, and usually I'm not too fond of her and stuff. I mean, she's hit or miss with me. She was actually funny in this. But I just thought the movie was great. The action was good in it. But Nicolas Cage, God, he played such a great Dracula.
He couldn't talk real good because of those prosthetic teeth, man.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah. But yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
But I guess that's getting towards the end of our show here. Do we have any hauls for the week that we want to reveal?
I think so, because to be honest, it's been my fault we haven't been podcasting the last few weeks because vacation, then work, trips. So sorry. So I'm sure there's plenty of life.
Who wants to go first? Who's got some hauls? Ashley, you got
okay? I'll go. I'll go first. So I don't know if I can't remember how far I go back, but I got this guy, Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah, I've seen him.
Oh
yeah, cool. The retro.
He looks like I want to eat him.
Yeah, he's a sucker. So he's pretty cool. I got my Hunter vintage collection.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's actually really, really cool. It's the first Bad Batch figure, in the vintage collection. So
Okay, I was going to ask about that. So is that how most of them do it with the vintage collection? Like they actually have removable helmets? Because I think
a lot
some
of
of
times
them.
if a character does, yeah.
Okay, because some of the times it looks like it's like you take the head off and you have to put a head on it that doesn't have a helmet on.
Oh no. Let me
Speaking of
look at
those
this.
vintage collection, real quick, this is just a quick comment, but
Yeah.
I keep seeing pictures of the Star Killer vintage collection figure. Jesus Christ, his face sculpt is terrible.
Well,
Is
it's
god
small.
awful.
It's
But it's
smaller.
not even that though. It's just it's terrifying and it's god awful. Like it's so different than any of the other quality. Everybody else's figures are halfway decent. His is just scary.
Like
Ooh,
here
what you
is.
got?
I haven't opened this, and I've had it for a while, but you can see that they all come with helmets that can be put on, except for the what is that? That black trooper. I can't tell.
Is that
It says the Bad Batch, but this is not the Bad Batch, right? This is.
it kind of looks like Crosshair a little bit. Imperial
But
Crosshair.
you could tell, like, that's Captain Rex on the end.
Yeah.
And I can't tell who these other ones are. It doesn't really say.
The yellow kind of looks like maybe Cody.
Yeah, and it doesn't really tell me on the box at all who these are. Wait, does it?
I was gonna say on the top, does it say that?
Okay, so the black one is the Elite Squad Trooper. Then of course you have Clone Captain Rex, Clone Captain Gray, and Clone Captain Ballast. So Ballast is this guy. Gray is this guy. Yeah. Now this is not new. I've had this forever, so this is not a haul. I was just showing you that you can how the helmets are removed. Then of course I got BBU, little BBU. He's the Pride Collection. BB-8.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's the droid factory thing. I'm surprised.
Wait, let me see that again one more time. Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah, I like that. I would like to have one of those.
Yeah, I would like to see. It's weird though because it feels like ever since the sequel trilogy ended, I haven't seen much prominence in terms of BB design units.
Yeah,
like in popularity. You know what I feel like it feels like what's it called still really popular, the R2 style. Like, because what's his name? I bet it's going to get popular again when Ahsoka comes out because of Chopper.
Oh yeah,
but
especially because Chopper moves too. He's got like more personality because he's got more. It feels like he's just got more flexibility.
The arms give him a lot of personality because he can do a lot. Those little arms give a lot of like gesture.
Well, I guess hydraulics is the word. Yeah, because it's his arms, but I'm saying like it's just like his legs. He bounces more and he can shift, so he's not just rolling or backing up and forth and beeping. He can just I don't know. I love how they can do Chopper. Even the toy does that.
Well, also, like I was going to mention, also the BD units. I wouldn't mind. Like it feels like they're kind of slowly getting a little bit more popular, especially with the game, like the Survivor game.
Yeah,
getting a lot of.
And then I won these two guys off some Instagram thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so
is that
Pike? Yeah, they're not complete at all, but it's like, hey, free Star Wars toys. So can't beat that. And then. Oh, okay. Here, I don't know if I've shown you this. Got Cal Kestis. Yep. Vintage collection. So I can't wait to put him together. I mean, take him out and look at him and play with him. And got some other stuff here. Let me just go to the. I don't want to pull it out because I haven't untaped it and it's still in boxes. I will pull up an image of it. Nope. Stop. It was right there. Open. And I'm going to share my screen one more time. Share screen. window. We'll just share that.
Infinity window.
Yes. Okay. Never mind. Let me do this. Let me do something different here. That didn't go well. All right. Present. Share screen. All right. So I bought this guy. I was at Universal Studios, but we went to Disney Springs. So I went to the Star Wars Trader shop. And wow, it's $20.99 now. Oh, that's right. So this thing, when I was there on DisneyShop.com, this thing was $29.99. But when I went into the store, they were $19.99.
So nice.
I was like, and this is like resin, like hard resin. So I was like, that's pretty cool. So I bought him, and I bought this guy. Hang on, one more. Let me share one more screen.
Were they still not selling the Dooku blade at the stores?
No.
Thank God.
But I got the Emperor too. Now this also comes in a Darth Vader version and something else. I can't remember. Maybe a Darth Maul. But these are kind of the coolest. But they were having a 30% off lightsabers deal running. Yeah, and dude, they let me, because now they're selling them in like the Star Wars Trader store at Disney Springs, so you don't have to go to the
that's why I was asking. The last time I was there, they had some of them, but they didn't have the Dooku blade.
And they let me hold Darth Sidious's blade. You know, it's compact. Dude, it weighs like a freaking ton. It's all shiny and stuff. They're like, do you want it? I said, yes, but I can't afford right now 200 and whatever. Well, there's 30% off of that. But still, my wife would have killed me if I'd have walked out of the store with.
I still need to get Obi-Wan's episode, like his episode 1 and 2 blade, and I need a Dooku blade. But I want the Dooku overall. I gotta get that Dooku hilt.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the Vader blade.
Yeah, I've got my Luke, but that's all I've got.
Yeah, there's some cool ones. They just released Ezra Bridger's lightsaber too.
Oh, the one from the first season?
Not I think it's the third season one. Gun
okay.
One, but the new one. Yeah.
So I wish they would release that gun.
Yeah, the stun gun.
Yeah, I would definitely get that one if they would put that one out. Oh,
that's a great awesome. It's a great unique design.
And Kanan's, I would want Kanan's too, and I would want it to have the same function, or
so
at least
pull it apart. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Which they could easily do, because I mean, usually the lightsabers they'll have like the alternate where you can, it's more for cosplay. Instead of it's not functional with the blade, you just have the emitter. So I could see them having a separate emitter you put on it that can separate. That would be really cool. But yeah, no, I was going to say, I guess I can show my haul real quick here. It was weird. Stuff started falling in pretty quick. I went to Ollie's and was able to get a Saw Gerrera. This was the number one when I found out that Ollie's was selling him. I've never seen him in stores before. Me either. And for Ollie's to get him, couldn't believe it. So I got one of these, and Ray has got one as well. So
for $9.99.
For $9.99. But it lies though. It says the regular price was $19.99. But these were $30 figures, so this was a deluxe.
Yeah, that was a deluxe.
Yeah, so I am very happy to get him. And then on top of that, I got that Black Series figure, and then Macy's was having a sale, so I was able to pick up this bad boy for.
Is that Fifth Brother?
It was for $17. So I got the Fifth Brother.
Those are some thick boots that he has.
Dude,
those feet, his feet are like
there's some clumpers.
Sturdy feet. Those things are sturdy.
He just stomps on Jedi's faces.
He doesn't even need a stand. He can stand on his own.
Well, I love that. Like his helmet is resistant too. I mean, like there's a reason why he wears this dadgum thing. I mean, he's a force to be reckoned with. And then you got this big double blade. Yeah, dude, this is a really good. Look at him. I mean, it's a good figure.
It's great. Look at the boots. It's one of the low key one of my more liked figures out of that whole wave, out of the Obi-Wan wave. Like I was not expecting to dig that figure as much as I have.
Right? Yeah, dude, he is great. But then I was going to say I was also at a random Target not around here. I was in Brunswick, and finally found the main one I've been looking for, which is the Grand Inquisitor.
Yes, you found him.
So I found him, and he is amazing. I love him. He is so awesome. So I now have him to put with the rest of my Rebels characters. So excited about that. I just wish that they would include for like all the Inquisitors. They only did this for the Reva figure, but I wish they would have also given you the two separated blades as well. Yeah. So I'm going to wait, and hopefully I can find a Reva on discount one day, and maybe,
hers is surprisingly solid too. Like I was impressed with all the Inquisitors that I've gotten from that line. Like I've been surprised at how much I've liked them.
Yeah, I was going to say they're really cool. I wouldn't mind going ahead and getting her too, because I just love the Inquisitors. Yeah. But then I finally pulled the trigger on this. Y'all are going to be really proud of me, and finally found this bad boy, and had to get young Barry in Bat Flash suit. Obviously, he's using the Batman Returns suit, and that makes me even more happy. And this is such an awesome figure. I love this figure.
It's a lot better than the one I got.
I was going to say, Ray showed me his space sculpt on his, and I'm like, ooh, it looks like somebody threw him into the sun.
Yeah. So what happened was, I pre-ordered one of that version back when it came out, and it came in near the beginning of the month, and the face paint application was basically the eyes are way up here. His lip paint is like up here on his nose.
Yeah, it looks like they just missed the face.
Yeah, completely messed up the face paint application. So I ended up just returning it to Amazon, and I got my money back on it. I don't know if I'm going to reorder it or not. Or I might just, I know there's one in my local GameStop. I might get it if I see it sometime. But I got other ones. So, are you done with your haul, Austin?
No, I was going to say I got one more, because I haven't seen this in stores, but for some reason on the Target website or on the app, it showed up. It showed up, and it said they had a few in stock, and I could order it. And so I placed it for pickup and got me a Keaton Batman Unmasked Target exclusive. So I haven't found one single Batman anywhere other than the statue, but I think they must keep this in the back and not, put it out for the customers, and you just order it online for pickup only, I guess. It is not in stores. They didn't have it anywhere. So I don't know what's going on there, but got me a Keaton figure. And another thing too is I hate doing that without looking, myself to see what I get. But luckily, got an excellent face sculpt. I'm impressed with this figure. This figure looks really good. I kind of want to take him out, but I think I'm going to keep him in the box, because hopefully they'll issue more Batman out, and I can grab a Keaton Batman that's masked and have him to take out and keep this one in the box, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but yeah, that's all my haul, I think. Oh, my wife got the Ursula doll, in the new Little Mermaid line. She got the Ursula doll. It was on sale. It was 20. That's another thing too. It's $24.99 for this huge doll. So it was already a great price for this thing, and she got it for $20. And I'm like, Jesus, man, that was a good price point. That was less than what I paid for a little Black Series figure. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got for my haul.
All right. I got a couple things. First off, I can kind of move from Star Wars or stay on Star Wars for a bit since you had that. I got the Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian.
Yeah, dude, I saw that in GameStop recently, and I came so close to pulling the trigger on that Luke. How's the cloak? Is the cloak okay?
Yeah.
I know it's cloth goods. I just didn't know if they.
I took it off just because I like him in this version more.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this figure. I think I'm going to get this one, and I'm either just going to go back to GameStop and see if they have him, or order him online. But God, he looks great. That is a good looking figure. Oh, yeah. I really do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one, because I also pre-ordered the Return of the Jedi Luke with the cross jacket, or what do you call that kind of shirt that opens across the front.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about though. But I think it has both, doesn't it? Doesn't it have like the outer thing you can put?
He has two versions of the little chest piece. Like you can have it where it's closed, or you can have it where it's opened.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
I definitely want it.
Yeah, me too. Sorry. The other stuff. So I showed it earlier. So I got Keaton Batman from The Flash.
The cool one.
So a little. Yeah, I switched my camera to the one that can actually focus on closer things.
Thank God. See, you got his ears are good and straight too. I was going to say the statue I came across, one of his ears was real bad crooked, and I couldn't. I was like, even if I wanted it, I couldn't pull the trigger on that one. But that
the most inaccurate thing, though, the thing it just irks me is the fact that he can do this.
Rip. There goes that expensive suit.
Yeah. So I also had the Batfleck from The Flash that we see for about 5 minutes. Apparently, according to Ben Affleck, he's only in it for about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
like he is going to smash everything.
It's I was not expecting to dig this suit design as much as I have. It's definitely not my favorite of the Batfleck suit designs, but out of all the suits that he's worn through the movies, it's still up there. Like for me, like it's a solid suit design. So I thought it was great. For me, the top is still like his just his straight up regular Batman v Superman suit.
Yeah, I was going to say that one was. Yeah, I was impressed with that one.
And my last one is I have Barry.
Oh, nice.
It's surprisingly great figure. Like I remember when we saw those pictures of someone who had it early, and we were I remember us like texting about it and saying like, "Oh, I'm just a little but solid figure. I'm really like quite impressed with it.
I was going to say he looks good.
Yeah, he's got a good range of movement.
I would say just based off initial glimpses of him, I feel like his face sculpt from the Justice League series may have been a tad better, but
yeah,
I could be wrong. But it looked like it was just a tad better. But that's still that's still a good face sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that figure.
Nah, I'm just like, I think because like the Flash is the type of, poses you might want to try with your figure. The Flash has a big range of movement because a lot of the stuff is based around speed and running. So you want a lot of running style, poses so
right. That's why I loved putting mine in the running pose. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's solid too.
Yeah, and I like being able to kind of really get a good version of like this kind of pose, this is kind of my go-to pose for the speedster stuff. Is I like kind of the sliding to a stop.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm really impressed with this one. I was a little disappointed, when they showed the gold collection version of it, where it's just it's a slightly darker red. And I was like, that should have just been the normal to begin with, because that's also a really solid looking color.
Yeah,
but I'm happy with this one. I don't need to get the gold collection.
Yeah.
So that's my haul. I mean, I can also show that I got this. This is a video game, not technically a haul, but Midnight Suns. Would I recommend it? If you like Marvel if you like Marvel story stuff and you like turn-based action where you might have to maybe think a little bit, strategize a little bit, play it. It's a fun game. I would recommend it.
Nice. I was going to say, currently I'm playing the second playthrough on Jedi Survivor, and we're playing Breath of the Wild, and probably won't be too long before I purchase and download and start playing the new Star Trek Resurgence game. So got a lot of games to play, a lot of stuff on my plate.
Oh yeah, you just got Alan Wake also, didn't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say I bought the Alan Wake game, so we'll be playing that soon. And then, I mean, the Midnight Suns looks fun. I might have to try that at some point. Yeah. So I mean, it just feels like there's a lot of games which I'm fine with that. A lot of games to play. So, but guys, I think that has come to the end of the night, and I think we'll do it for the week. How about that? How about we just call it and never come back again? How about we just say this is the best episode we've ever done? And we have a series finale. How about we just shoot Ray and we just call it a day?
No.
Yeah.
Shot.
That's like, it.
No. And you just
Austin will return. Yeah.
Or we'll just play Don't Stop Believing and just cut it.
I'll pass out across the big city compass with my arms pointed at the letters.
Yep, dude. I actually remember that. I remember that in real
Mr.
time.
Burns.
Yeah, because I even remember the TV Guide. Like it was just such a big deal that they had the TV Guide special about who shot Mr. Burns, and I'm like, man, this is great.
It's just a baby.
So,
that's all it was.
all a baby. All right, guys. Until next time.
Later days.
Have a good toy life.
Peace.
Go to JoeCon or JoeFest, not JoeCon, JoeFest. Go to JoeFest in Augusta next weekend and have a good time. Huh? Have a blast. What? It's that toy life. It's that toy life. Bye, guys.
Toy life.
Bye.
To catch these ghosts, you need the real Ghostbusters.
Nice landing, Han Solo.
Spaceships and Luke Skywalker sold separately. Batteries not included.
That toy life.